Okay. That was a very good and thorough explanation. Before we get further into the work you're doing now, I do
Yeah.
want to go back because we do have a lot of people who are
Hmm.
just getting interested in clinical research. Maybe they, just heard about it from my channel or, on YouTube or on Google or something like that,
Hmm.
and just trying to get their foot in the door. And you mentioned something very interesting.
Hmm.
You went from a clinical research coordinator to a
Hmm.
CRA, and you
Hmm.
were working at the site level at that time.
Hmm.
How did you make that transition?
Great question. Great question. It's all about networking and it's about the experience and it's about the desire to even be in that level because there's great study coordinators that prefer to stay as a study coordinator. And then there's others that like and are intrigued to be in the CRA space. As a CRA, you work, when you're not in your home office, you're traveling, you're on the road. You're in one state to another, maybe in the same week in 2 or 3 states.
Hmm.
So if that's something that intrigues you and you're okay with, then that's a good career progression. And where I was at in my life at that time, it was the next step because, newly graduated from, San Diego State University, the experience. I wanted to see the world, and that was the
Right.
opportunity to really start seeing. I traveled all over for, on behalf of the company, but you do get to see different cities and meet new people, try different foods. So that was something that really intrigued me and, something that was really like the next progression because I love to travel.
Right. Yeah, one of my goals is to see all 50 states. So
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
think there's a better role that I can think of where you can actually accomplish that than CRA, right?
Exactly. I mean, there was that one time I was like, man, okay, I don't need any more investigators meetings in Chicago or Florida because
Right.
I need to be able to go to some other states because those are some of the hub places where they always want to have
Exactly.
investigators meeting. But yeah, I did get pretty close. I don't know if I got to all 50, but I probably got to about 25. And at one point I had Hawaii as a territory. So I was in Hawaii so much I didn't
Wow.
go to Hawaii.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm
Wow.
over Hawaii because I was in Hawaii so much.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I had a site in San Juan, Puerto Rico for a while. And so
Wow.
I was really enjoying that to the max. Like I would stay extra all the entire weekend and, come back Sunday night.
Exactly. Yeah. There's some perks to it. You speak to your manager, you say, hey, I want to just extend my stay. I'll cover the extra hotel, rent a car, things on my own. And usually they're agreeable to it as long as there's no study deliverables and you can, ensure that you pay that half, that extra that you're staying. It's
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity. I used to, if there was a family, make sure I had a dinner with family or, something like that. When I came in, would keep my expenses separate, of course, but just, opportunity. You're in Denver. And so, oh, let's see my family while I'm here. So it's a lot of perks to that CRA traveling.
Yep. Couldn't agree further. Um,
Exactly.
so yeah, you started all the way down as an assistant. That was
Mm.
part-time when you were in high school, right? Is that what you said, or was that college?
No, it was college. So it was an admin assistant. As soon as like that was my first real job out of high school. So it was, how you graduate high school in May and then you start college in August. That's when
Right.
I started as an admin assistant. So right between that two.
Okay, so one thing that we always tell people on the podcast and the channel is get experience however you can because
Exactly.
you
Yes.
even mentioned, and I don't know if people are going to pick up on this, but you waited a while to get your master's. You didn't go get your master's immediately, um,
Exactly.
because this is really a experience-based industry.
Oh,
Uh,
100%. 100%.
so,
Yeah.
people ask all the time, what kind of certifications or degrees should I get to get in this industry? I always tell them, get the experience first and worry about that stuff later.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
100%.